It's time to unlock another date in history. This time we're going back to June 9th. Here are 5 things that happened on June 9th that you won't learn anywhere else. Number 1. In 1909, Alice Ramsey becomes the first woman to drive across the United States. Starting from New York City, she covered over 2,400 miles in 53 days, averaging just 18 miles per day. That is quite the adventure, but it was all for a good cause. She did this to raise money for the Women's Hospital in Manhattan. Now, back in those days, that was quite the undertaking. Can you imagine having to drive that long with very little infrastructure and all for a good cause? Number 2. On June 9, 1989, a rare tornado struck Philadelphia, causing 1 fatality and injuring 200 people. The tornado touched down in West Philadelphia during the late afternoon, causing significant damage to homes and businesses. This was part of a larger outbreak that affected several states that day, and it's interesting to note that tornadoes are actually quite common in Philadelphia. It just so happens that this was a particularly bad one. Number 3. On June 9, 1957, the first ascent of Broad Peak was achieved by a joint British and Pakistani expedition. The peak is located in the Karakoram mountain range on the border between Pakistan and China. And it's interesting to note that Broad Peak is the 2nd highest mountain in Pakistan and the 8th highest in the world. So imagine the challenge of trying to climb that. But these expeditions made it to the top. Number 4. On June 9th in 68 AD, the Roman Emperor Nero committed suicide at the age of 30. He had previously abdicated the throne and his own mother, Agrippina the Younger, had been assassinated. Things were not going well for him, and so he took his own life after being diagnosed with a terminal illness. This was the end of the Julio-Claudian dynasty and the beginning of the Flavian dynasty under Vespasian. And number 5, on June 9, 1955, the temperature in Seattle reached 100 degrees Fahrenheit for the only time in recorded history. The previous known record high before this was 96 degrees Fahrenheit set in 1917, and after this, it never reached that high again. So imagine living in Seattle and saying, "I remember that one time it was like really hot." So there you have it. Those are 5 things that happened on June 9th that you won't learn anywhere else. Do you know any obscure historical facts? Feel free to share them below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out more content. Thanks for watching.